Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second match of the night where we have some more US East 2v2 Tier 3 Division 9 action where we have Full Boost taking on Meek and Meech. Where we have Meek and Meech coming in this one 3-2, 43 goals for, and a 53% win rate. While Full Boost comes into this one with 50 goals for and a 47% win rate. We did end up just getting this lobby up and going. And we are waiting until the 30-minute mark where we should have the start of the hour. The start of the games to come. As we will clear the score line quick. And that should be accurate. As the half-hour point is this point we are looking to start up, but can start up early or possibly a little later if we need to wait. So as we are 3 minutes to the supposed start of the game, we will kick this one back to what we showed earlier here. And go back to the IGL screen. So, we do have Full Boost going up against Meek and Meech in a 2v2 US East Tier 3 Division 9 gameplay. So, Meek and Meech coming to this one 3-2, 43 goals for with a 53% win ratio. While on the other side, we got Full Boost coming into this one 2-2, 50 goals for with a 47% win ratio. Should be a relatively even match heading into this one. As we do see Meek and Meech get into this lobby first, we are waiting on full boost. As one of the two teams is in here. And we do end up getting the second team up in here. So, we do see Meek and Meech joining this one, and Full Boost is joining as well. So we will get two aside. Here we go. Full Boost on the orange side, Meek and Meech on the blue side. Kicking this one off into some more 2v2 action. Meech and Chances are meeting up at that midfield. On it plays Oak and She playing forward. Meech trying to take this one off his own side back wall. Odie plays back down towards the center. Okish met by Meek. Oganish. Probably will just call him Oak for this one, but met up. Over Meek it goes, and Oak finds himself in with it and able to put this one away. Oak and Shy. I don't know. I'm just going to call him Oak because I'm bad at announcing it right now. So Oak able to put this one away as it finds its way sliding past the last blue defender. Back to it we will go. 4 minutes, 36 seconds remaining. Full boost up 1. Back to the center. Meech met by Oak. Meek pushing onward. Back out of plays. Back to Meech. Meech firing one that ends up going wide, but back to the corner where Meek is at. Meek coming back on out. Being met by Chandler as he plays back into the corner. Left for Oak. Oak playing on upwards. Oak tries to cut across. Gets met by 2 defenders as Meech makes the first play on it, but gets demoed. Meek with a good shot and ends up placing it bar down and in. Great placement on that one, and he's able to find the back of the net, responding for Meek and Meech, tying it back up 1 apiece. 4:11 still to play. Back to that center line we go. Meek and Chances are pushing this one forward, ends up going just wide. Meech playing high and out. Meech trying to play onto it, but Chandler pushes back on out, looking across. He takes, going all the way across, back to himself, looking for a shot, met by Meek. Plays back, Meech back into the corner. Oak plays onwards, back out, Chandler winning the race for it, and it hits far pipe, back to the center, and Meech is able to push this one away in time. Oak playing back towards the center, met by Meech. On it plays, Chanazur turns there. Chanazur trying to play off the wall, trying to get back to it. Does get back to it, pushes this one on in. Full boost, 2-1 lead now. 3:27 left to play. Chanazur ends up getting back to that one in time, getting a good touch on it to force it to go into the back of the blue net. Back to the center kickoff we go. Meech being met by Oak. Out of that corner, Meech tries to fire one, and he converts. Good kickoff from him, and he is able to put it away directly off of this, tying this back up at 2. Meech looking like he is a Clemson and St. Louis Blues fan. Back to the center we go. Meek and Chanazur meeting back up. Meek taking the far, trying to get out to that far side corner, leaving it for Meech. Back out it plays. Meek popping high off that back wall, back up for it, getting the double touch and putting it away. Meek getting the answer to put Meek and Meech back up 1. 3:11 to play. Very back and forth game to this point. Anyone has the chance to take it. Back to the center we go. Meech being met by Oak. Off it plays to Chanizer. Chanizer on forwards. Meek jumping and will push that one back to the corner. But Chanizer off the sidewall. Back to the center for Oak. Oak barely saved by Meech. Pops back towards the center from Chanizer. And not quite there, but Meech will play onward. Meech back on out. Into this orange side corner. Meech with a hard center. Chanizer getting a touch. That makes it where Meek's touch goes wide. Back across we play. Chanizer trying to play onwards. Flick past one. But Meek is there sitting on it and gets the first save. Oak pops this one on up. Off that back wall. Back down to the center. Oak gets the read on it. And the demo from Chanizer opens up the net. He puts it away. We're tied back up at 3. 3 apiece. Meek and Meech. Full boost. Trading blows early. Quite a game. Still got half of it left to go. Here we are. Off the kickoff. Meek sitting on this one. Meek trying to turn up. Gets past Chanizer. And in he plays. Bump on Meech to try to throw him out of the way of that play. Meek getting 50 by Oak. But it comes back over Meech. Meech off that back wall. Back down towards the center. Meek getting a shot at it. Goes wide. Meek follows up. Not quite able to put it away. Finds himself going just wide. Oak now trying to play onwards. Meek pushing Oak out of the way. Meek bats into it. Takes. Has Chanizer now. Chanizer and Meek in the 1v1. Chanizer with a good play, pushing back on a cross. Off the blue side wall now, trying to play towards the front. Good touch back down, but Meech dives in. But Oak is there, and he fires one and converts. Full boost now find themselves with the lead again. Minute 50 left to play. Full boost up 1, 4-3. Oak is there for it. Back to the center we go. Chanizer and Meek. Back out it pops. Oak up, pushing this one on to the far side. Far side looking like Chanizer is going to take this one. Playing onwards. Meek advancing back into the orange side half. Oak sits on it, goes up the wall, but Meek meets him there and plays on a cross. Meech and Chanizer now in a race for it. Meek gets a good touch, but Chanizer then able to get one. 50s out towards the center. Oak able to get a good touch on it, but Meech turns there, looking for it. Up he goes. Chanizer able to push this one off his own backboard in time. Meek fires one that ends up going just off the near side pipe, but Meech up for it, and Okanashi's there for the save, but Meech follows up and puts it away. Tied back up at 4 now. This is a thrilling series. Every time a team gets a lead, it just feels like no lead is safe. A minute 13 remaining. Who's going to take the next one? 4-4. Meech and Oak meeting back up at the center. Back down it plays. Meek getting it past Chanizer, but back down it plays to Oak. Oak popping this one on out. Back it goes for Meech now. Meech popping this on high. Up he goes, looking for the airplay. Gets a touch on over, not quite able to do more. Oak diving in into the blue side half. Off of the wall, plays back towards center. Oak trying to shoot this one. Meech is there and pushing it back on towards the center. Meek grabs it there, plays on upwards, but Chanizer now grabbing possession off this side wall. Plays for the center, looking for Oak down center. Meek is able to get the touch and dissuades that into the orange side half. Back it goes. Chanizer playing on out towards the center. Meech gets the better of that one off the back wall. Is he able to double it up? Gets at least another touch, but comes back down center, and Chanizer gets a good touch over the last defender, and he's going to put this away. We will see Full Boost having a 5-4 lead now with 26 seconds remaining. Can they end up holding on to this one? As we have seen these teams trade blows often, so there is definitely still a chance for a reply here with 26 seconds left. Chanizer meeting Meek. Out it plays. Back to Meech. Meech grabbing possession of this one. On he plays. Flick past Oak, but Chanizer is there playing back into the blue side half. It's Full Boost, not wanting to get too offensive, but Oak dives in at this, forcing the issue. Looks like there might be one more chance if we see it. But Chanizer dives in there and plays off the back wall. Doesn't quite kill. Back towards the center. Oak fires a shot, and that will kill it. Full Boost take game 1 and the 5-4 affair. quite the start to the series as both teams are trading punches early and often. Back into it, we will go for game 2. Full Boost find themselves taking game 1 in the all-out brawl overtime. Are Meek and Meech able to respond, or will Full Boost take a game 2 as well? Here we go, back to the kickoff circle. Oak and Meech meeting up there. Back it plays. It is able to get past Meek, but it does just look like this will fall back down for Meech. Meech playing into that corner. Looks like Oak's trying to play on out, unable to do so, and Meech pushes this one onwards into the orange side half now. Chanazer off the back wall, popping on out. Meek up for a good shot, but Chanazer was equal for the save. Meech will throw it to that far side corner, but getting demoed, not able to carry on himself. Chanazer now plays out of his own side corner with a good flick past Meech, but Meek does get a touch on it, but Oak able to get a good touch upfield. Chanazer not quite able to get around that one though. Will fall back down. Meech and Chanazer 50 this one on out to that side wall, and on it goes. Meek firing one forward. Oak pushing it back wide. Here met by Meech. Meech trying to play for the center, able to get there and doubles it up off the back wall, putting this away. Meek and Meech find themselves up 1. 4:10 left to play in this one. A lot of goals were happening in the last one, so no guarantee that a 1 goal safe with 4:10 left is safe, but it's a start for this one, and they will find themselves on the board early. Chanazer playing back to his own side corner, trying to possess here, but out it plays. Meech already up, getting a good shot off, but Chanazer was able to get to it, make sure not to put away. Meech now playing onwards. Meek trying to get a touch, but ends up not quite getting it. Chanazer with a good demo to try to relieve pressure. Meek playing back towards the center, gets touch on it back into that far corner where Chanazer looks like he's trying to take this one. He decides for the wall play, gets bumped, and the ball does fall back down for Oak. Oak trying to take on, met by Meek. Meek playing into the far side corner now. Meech looking to dive in, gets met by Chanazer, but a good 50 towards the center. Meek is there, but Oak is there for the save, not allowing that one to find the back. Isn't that easily? This 1-goal lead is not quite expanding. Meek trying to play off this back wall. Oak is there for it. Meech now trying to take his turn. Tries to play towards the center, ended up getting around it, grabs the corner boost, and tries back. Oak with a good play on that one to try to advance it up for Chanazer. Chanazer plays on down Meek, throwing him back into this orange side corner. Out of this orange side corner, looking for a pass play to the center, but the demo comes on the center man, and Oak will try to just dribble this one on out. Up, he plays it back to himself, but Meech is there first, pushing back into the orange side half. In the orange side half now, Chanazer advancing, but Meech is there. The demos are coming in full throttle from Full Boost, but right now it is still Meek and Meech finding themselves the lead. Oak trying to advance. Meek meets him at midfield and forces on the orange side half. The demo of their own for Meek and Meech, and Meech is able to convert on that demo from Meek. Meek with the demo to open up the net, and Meech will put it away. Meek and Meech find themselves with a 2-goal lead with a bit more than half of this game left. 2:36 left to play. Back to the center we go. Meek being met by Chanazer. Chanazer off that sidewall, popping it, trying to get a shot off, but it will just find itself wide. Meech playing onwards, met by Oak. As this is then left for Meek, back down to Meech. Meech tries to play on outward. Chanazer goes up, does get a touch, plays back for Oak. Oak now trying to take this one off that back wall, tries to play back towards the center, pops up it goes. Chanazer diving in, but Meech will push this one back to the corner. In the corner, looks like Meek trying to take a touch on it. Cuts back towards the center, taking the dribble, tries to cut up the defender off the pipe. Not quite able to get the double to go his way as it ends up staying wide. Chanazer now playing out towards the center. Across it goes. Meech is there, hitting off that sidewall. Back down it goes, and it looks like Meek is up for this one, trying to be met by Oak, and Oak does 50 this one on out. Back into that side corner. Meech now plays. Chanazer looking to try to possess this one. Unable to get it there, and Meek will take possession into the orange side corner. Off the back wall, out towards the center. Meech now playing off that back wall, but Oak is there, pushing this one onwards. Pushing on and a half, able to get past one defender. Now he fires a shot, but Meech is able to get back in time, forcing this one back to the far side. Meech now taking onwards. Meek trying to lead the way for the goal. Oak not allowing a shot. The demo will come on him, but the demo fest will continue in this game. These teams are getting rather physical with it. Meech hitting that one up and over, crucial touch to not allow Chanazer to get a touch on it. Meek trying to play down. Oak playing on out. Meech gets a touch, but then gets bumped. Meek with a good shot follow-up, though. And Meech will have the assist on the goal for Meek as he tried to put towards the center and pop it into an air dribble. He wasn't able to follow up, but Meek was, and he slots it away. Meek and Meech find themselves with a 3-0 lead. A minute 4 left to play in this one. Back to the center we go. Meek meeting Oak. Taken by Chanazer. Chanazer able to slot this one away. A quick answer on that. A minute left. Full boost still's going to need 2, but now they find themselves only trailing 1-3 compared to not being on the board yet. Maybe it's a start to the momentum. 1 minute still remains in game 2. Here we go back to the center line. At the center line, Chanazer meeting Meech. Out it pops. This one falls down. Meek tries to play onward, but it's left for Oak. Oak trying to play towards the blue side net now. Tries to flick past the defender, but Meek with the demo and Meech with pushing it on out. Chanazer out of this corner now, trying to play towards center. Gets at least a touch on it, but that is where Meek will play towards the orange side net. Met by Oak. Oak pushing on outwards. Chanazer up for it already. Unable to quite get the touch, and Meech will try to advance, but Oak is all over that one. Into the far corner it plays. Chanazer off that far side corner, back outwards, but Meek is sitting on it and tries to advance into the orange side half. Off that back wall, back to Meek, and Meek tries to slide it, but Chanazer will not allow him to. Oak playing back on out. Meech playing back to that far orange corner. They're trying to solidify this game, and it looks like with 7 seconds, unless a goal is able to happen for Orange rather quick, they will be able to do so. Up it pops. Chanazer trying to play on. That will kill the clock. We will see Meek and Meech taking game 2 with a response. 5-4 game 1 for Full Boost. And then a 3-1 game 2 for Meek and Meech. Whew. So all players are ready. We will be getting our way into game 3. Into game 3 we go. Tied up 1 apiece. Full Boost taking game 1. Meek and Meech taking game 2. Back to the kickoff line. Meech and Chanazer meeting up. Back out it plays Oak playing across. Across he goes. Meek pinches with that side wall. Back out it goes. Meech pushing onwards into the orange side corner where Oak is waiting to make a play on it. Able to get a touch past Meech. Meek dives in and a good pinch outwards. Chanazer is going to be able to deal with that though and push it back to the side where Meek will play back towards the center as it reads out from Meech. And the defender's not quite able to get back to it as Meech places that low well enough to keep it away from the defender on the backboard. He will be able to slide it just tight in past Oak and put this away for Meek and Meech, finding themselves up 1 again in this one, 24 seconds in. Meech meeting Oak at that kickoff line. Down it plays to Chanazer. Chanazer tries to take the dribble on this one, trying to beat that last defender. A 50 off the back wall. Out it falls. Meech pushing outwards. Oak trying to turn. Looks like he takes a touch on it here, but back it falls to Meech. Meech tries to play upwards, but Chanazer is there forcing the 50 back inside that blue side corner. Out it plays Oak off that back wall. Meech with a good touch on up to not allow Chanazer to have a look for a shot there. Chanazer off the side wall, trying to play in. Meech trying to play forward. Chanazer with a quick read on it, but Meek was able to follow up. Back out, Oak plays. Oak and Chanazer with the pinch on this one, but Meech is there. Meek popping this into the orange side, looking for the follow-up. He does get a good follow-up on it, not able to put it away. And then Meech with a shot that ends up falling just wide. Chanazer playing on outwards now. Meek doesn't quite get that touch. Meech met by Chanazer, and it goes back to the sidewall. Off the sidewall, Oak looking for it now. Plays with a quick shot across where Meek tries to play back out, but Chanazer is there. Chanazer trying to play back in, but Meech will pop this one long. Heads into the orange side half. Meech able to follow up, but Oak meets him there. It does find its way past Meek. Meech looking like he should be able to get back, but Oak sends one off the pipe. Off the far pipe from Chanazer. Back out it goes. Chanazer trying to play back towards the center, but Meech is there, and he tries to possess here and play upwards. Tries to flick past Oak, unable to do so. Chanazer winning the race. Back across towards the center it goes. Meek meeting Oak. Meech pushing this one back into the orange side half. Just more than 3 minutes to play. Meech with a shot on that one, and then fires again, but Oak is there for another save. Meek back off that side, back wall. Channels are meeting Meech as he tries to shoot again. These defenses are not breaking so far. Chanazer plays up, Meech pushing it back to that far side. Back out we go. Chanazer trying to play now, leaving for Oak. Oak off that side wall, back to the center, is he able to get there? Meek able to play back on a cross. No answer on the center there. Not able to connect. Meek trying to advance, looking for a demo, but Chanazer dodges it and takes onward. Onward, Chanazer plays, looking for the play across. Tries to pass to Oak. Oak trying to cut back into it, leaving it for Chanazer. Chanazer pushing it just wide. Meech's defense was good enough for the situation. And Meek firing one with the good touch on it from Oak to make sure that that one can't go in. Chanazer spawning back, seeing Meek passing up to Meech. Dives in and forces it back on out towards center. Towards the center, Chanazer winning the race, and he puts it away. Once again, we will find a 1-1 tie in this game. Full boost tying her back up. 1 minute 54 remaining. Anyone's game, just less than 2 minutes left. Who's going to end up putting themselves on match point? Meech and Chanazer meet back up at center, and Oak playing on high, up for the air dribble, trying to advance out of that corner, but Meek is there pushing onwards back into the orange side half. Into the orange side half, Meek plays out, it pops back down towards the center. Meech is up for it, tries to slot it, not quite able to do so. Chanazer pushes back into the blue side half now. Meek pushing this one back out towards center. Chanazer is there and slots it away. Full boost find themselves with the 2-1 lead in this one. 1 minute 32 remaining. Still a good amount of time, but Full boost taking the lead. Back to the center, 1 minute 32. Chanazer and Meek. Meek 15 well on this one. Back out of play is Oak advancing onwards. Over the head of Meech, but Meek will push this to the side. Out it plays toward Chanazer. Chanazer popping towards the center. Oak up, met by Meech. Pops back down, and out it's playing. Meech not quite able to get a touch, but Meek will push on into the orange side corner. The orange side corner taken by Oak. Oak playing on out. Trying to go across, cannot quite get past Meek as Meek dives in last second. Back out it goes. Chanazer taking this one, met by Meech. Down it goes. Meek now with the touch. Getting 50 by Chanazer, but out it plays Oak now back into the blue side corner. Off the blue side wall. Out for Chanazer. Chanazer met by Meech. Up goes Oak. Oak trying to slot it. Does he put this one away? And he will! Chanazer with the assist, but a great shot from Oak over both the defenders. Hugging the crossbar on that one to put it away. That'll give Full boost a 3-1 lead in this one. 41 seconds remain. Do Meek and Meech have a response, or will we see Full boost taking control of this series yet again? Off the back wall, Meek out towards Meech, but Oak is able to get there first and winning that race. Should slot it away. Full boost up 3 now with 31 seconds. Winning the race for it, and then finding themselves with an open net. Able to slot it away. Full boost trying to take control of this series. 31 seconds still remain in this game though. Oak looking off the backboard. Playing on outwards, does get a good touch over Meech, but Meek is back for it. Oak off that side wall, back out towards the center, and it's a good pass towards Chanazer. He will put it away. 5-1 lead for Full boost now. With 18 seconds remaining, that probably about solidifies this game as clinched. Unless the miracle kickoff run starts to happen, that's about a clinch for Full boost to take game 2. I mean, well, game 2 for them, game 3 in the series. In it falls Chanazer, slow playing on, 50 by Meek. Playing out of the corner towards the center, Chanazer, as it does drop Meek now to the far side wall, trying to play upwards, trying to at least get a goal here at the end of it. Off that side wall towards the center as it kills itself there. Full boost will take their second game of the series in game 3, giving them 2 chances at closing this one on out. Well, Meek and Meech will need to take the next 2 if they want to win it. Back into it looks like we go. full boost win. They can end this one. Meek and Meech win on to game 5. It's a critical point here. Starting back off, who's going to take it and try to run with this series, get the momentum in their hands. Chanazer off that back wall, back out to Meech. Meech playing across, Chanazer firing a shot across, Meek avoiding the bump from Chanazer. Meech plays on outwards. Back it falls to Oak. Oak hitting, trying to be over Meech, unable to do so. Meek up for it, not quite able to convert. Meech turning on this one, a good bump, but not enough to phase Chanazer as the ball goes back to the corner. Plays on out from Meech. Oak playing back on up. Chanazer doesn't quite have the boost, but gets left for Meek. Meek off that back wall, trying to clear the front with demos, but Meech 50s Oak. Down it plays Meech with a good touch on over the last defender. And that means Meek and Meech will find themselves up 1 in this game early. 4:17 left to play though. Still a lot of Rocket League in this one, but they do go out there and get the first goal in a pivotal game 4 for them. Back to the center, Meek meeting Chanazer. Down it goes, Oak trying to fire onwards. Meech meets it there off the sidewall, back down towards center. Chanazer will play to the corner. Meech trying to get a touch on it, not able to do so. And across it finds its way, but Chanazer will possess here, and off of his sidewall he goes. Trying to advance on into the blue side half with a pinch. Finds himself heading towards the front, but Meech will not allow it to go any further. Oak trying to dive in with the center. Good bump, but then Meek ends up taking this one on outwards. Chanazer off that sidewall. Back to Meech. Meech firing one, and Meek will end up scoring it with the pass from from Meech. Meek says mine, and he'll take the goal, but either way, Meek and Meech finding a goal on that one, able to convert on it, putting themselves up 2 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Oak meeting Meech at this kickoff. Back it goes. Chanazer going back towards the center. Oak now trying to possess. Off that sidewall with the pass for Chanazer. Chanazer trying to slot this one, putting it towards that far side, just off the crossbar. Meek pushes on outwards. Oak now off the corner, back down towards the center. Meech with a good touch on outwards. Gets it past Chanazer, but hard off that wall, back to Meek. Meek playing off that corner now. Oak jumping on Oak. Playing on forward, good touch from Oak, and it does find its way to the back of the net. Full boots pulling the back to within 1. 3 minutes and 9 seconds remain. Oak getting a good last second touch to beat the defender. Back to the center we go. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left of Rocket League in this game. Maybe another 5 preceding it if Meek and Meech find the way to take this. They do find themselves with a lead for now. Chanazer off this sidewall, playing on out. Oak off the corner, back out towards the center, but Meech is there, pushing this one onwards back into the orange side half. Up this plays. Meech being met by Oak with 50s on out and down. Chanazer trying to possess. Meek off that corner now. Find its way out to Oak. Oak with the touch, back over to Chanazer, and Chanazer plays outside of his own corner. Just grabbed the boost, now looking for it, trying to play onwards. Touch that gets past one, but Meech is ready and fires it back into the orange side corner. In the orange side corner, Meech trying to pop over Oak, but Oak at least gets a read on it, making it relatively hard. Meek now trying to take out of the corner, cutting back upwards, trying to find Meech with a pass. Chanazer dives in. Now Meek off the sidewall, playing forward, met by Oak. Back out to Meek, but Oak with a good 50 here, but Meek will end up possessing. Chanazer pushing it on off that sidewalk. And Meech pushing back to the center. It looks like it should get there. Meek able to slide it away. Meek and Meech finding themselves back up to Meech with a good slow play to get past the last defender. He was taking his time possessing it. Does find a way to get this to the center, where it will leave him with an open net, and he slots it away. 3-1 for Meek and Meech. Chanazer turning, able to get the touch, force on out from Meek. Meech now with possession, trying to go center, but Oak denies him that potential. Oak now pushing on. Oak firing the shot, but Meek is there, popping it back on towards the orange side net, and Chanazer with a good save on that one. Meech plays on high and across, ends up finding high, but Oak plays on out now. Challenger trying to get a touch, but Meek will push on into the far corner. In the far corner now, we see Meech playing towards the center, met by Challenger. Challenger trying to read this one, and he will play this into the blue side corner. Oak looks like he's winning the race for this. Plays on out towards Challenger, but Meech is not allowing that to get there. Back into the orange side half. Meech now playing on. Gets 50 by Challenger as he tries to fire, and Challenger with the save. Challenger now full boost, finding themselves down 2 with a bit less than a minute to play. Meek with the bump play, leaving it for Meech. Meech now looking for the center, gets past one and puts it away. Good cut from Meech, and he will convert, giving Meek and Meech a 4-1 lead. Meek and Meech are priming it to go to 5, but there are still 50 seconds left. So, full boost still has the time, but Meek and Meech definitely with the favorable 3-goal lead with 50 seconds left. Back down and plays Challenger now, trying to fire one towards the net. Meek pushing it on to the side. Meek popping on over one. Back to Oak it goes. Oak pops on up, and he will take a touch outwards, but Meech looks like he's there for it, trying to slot it away with a bounce shot, but Challenger will get back in time. Back down and falls for Meek. Meek back into the corner. Challenger playing on outwards. Back to Meech. Meech off this corner. Able to get back to it. Not quite able to put it away as it goes wide. Meek now being met by the 2 orange defenders, and Oak pushing this one on upwards. Meech firing a shot. Challenger now playing on high. Challenger trying to slot it away, and he hits the crossbar. Unfortunate there, and Meech will push this one on outwards. We will be finding ourselves with a game 5, but will there be any last-second goals to be had in this one as Challenger tries to play upwards? Meech with the 50, and it will find itself falling, but we are going to game 5. At this point, it doesn't matter how games 1 through 4 went. What matters is how game 5 will go. Game 5 determines the series. At this point, we've seen them keep trading games. Full Boost took game 1. Meek and Meech took game 2. Full Boost took game 3. Meek and Meech take game 4. But on to game 5 now, and this is the one that matters. Whoever wins this one wins the series. Back to the center we go. 5 minutes of Rocket League separating these two teams from a series win. Meek off the back wall. Out it plays Meek. Fires. Challenger is there. Out it plays Challenger now. Trying to play down for Oak. Oak looking for it. Trying to get a shot. Does get a touch over Meek, but Meech is reading all on this one. On Meech plays, trying to take this one. Good cut pass one, leaves it for Meek. Actually, it's a fake, and he gets past Challenger off the sidewall. Is he able to convert it back to the center? It goes, and Meek will put it away for Meech as his hard work is rewarded. The good plays from Meek and Meech with the fake, and then into the back. Just make sure he gets it back center, and Meek will put it away. Meek appreciative that he gets another chance after whiffing on the earlier pass. Back out we play. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Meek and Meech find themselves up 1. Oak slow playing, trying to flick Meech and not biting on it. He is there for it. Meech throwing off the back wall. Finds Meek in the center with a great pass, and Meek will put a rocket into that far corner. Meek and Meech find themselves up 2 relatively early in this one. 37 seconds played. With that being said, that means there is still 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Full Boost can possibly have a comeback, but a good start for Meek and Meech in game 5. Back off that sidewall. Meek pops. It's left for Meech. Meech trying to play upwards, gets past 1. As the second defender sits on it, Oak pops back into the blue side half. In the blue side half, Meek leaves it. Oak tries for the center, but Meech 50s on outwards into the orange side corner. Challenger looking at it. Across he goes. Over 1, back up it plays. Back towards the center now. Challenger able to win the race, pushing back on the blue side corner. Meech tries to play down. Meech continuing onwards. Limited boost here. Challenger also taking the corner to limit. Challenger forcing 50, popped up. Oak plays on out. It looks like Oak trying to possess it, but Meek dives in and says no. Challenger off that sidewall again. Is he able to take? Yes, he is. Back toward the center, tries to go up, actually goes low past Meech and finds his way to the net as he looked like he was trying to play for a bump there on Meek at the end, but Meek was not quite able to get back to it as the low play works out for him. and Full Boost pulled back within 1. 3 minutes, 30 remaining. Meech and Oak is meeting up back at the center. Challenger trying to take here. Challenger playing on where it's off that side wall, trying to pinch towards the center. Meech meets Oak there and plays out forward. Meek looks like he has an open net in front of him, but it will hit the pipe and back on a cross. And then the demo on Meech to make sure that they cannot finish. So on we play. Oak now playing forward. 50s with Meek, and across it comes yet again. Oak meeting Meech and actually beating him to it, getting a good touch on Meech, throwing back into his own side corner. And out it hops. Meech up for it, pushing back onwards. Oak trying to get a touch, met by Meek and down in 50s. Meech now trying to get a shot on it as he plays high. Chantazer is able to get this one on Oak. Oak meeting Meech's next touch, but up it pops towards the center. Meek trying to slot it away, not quite able to do so. Chantazer with a high flick on Oak, but Meech is there, firing one just wide of the net. Oak now possessions. Oak with a backflip that goes high. It buys him some time. He gets back to it, but demoed by Meech, and Meek will try to take possession. Meek now trying to possess. Challenger dives in. Back over to Meech. Meech out towards Oak. Oak now up. Gets past Meech, but is able to get back to it with Meek. Meek, no. Forcing on outwards. Up the wall. Oak back down towards the center he plays, but Meech is in net. Playing upwards. Chantazer getting demoed, but gets a 50 off with Meech. Back towards it. Oak tries to play, but a bump from Meech. Chantazer will still end up taking it. Up he goes over 1. Back towards Meech. What Meech getting a good read on it. Playing onwards. Tries to fire 1. It ends up going wide. Meech is looking for Meek. Not quite able to get the demo on Oak. But Meek comes back in and gets a great read on it. Pushing it back into the orange side half. Meek trying to play out for Meech. But Chantazer getting a good touch on it. Back across Meech 50s. Met by Meek. Meek plays on outward. Oak playing forward. A minute 20 left to play. Full boost. Gonna need to find one here. Meek plays on across. Meech is there trying to keep playing it. Meek back on out. Looks like Oak should get a touch. Oak plays on over for Chantazer. Chantazer going up. Chantazer in the air. Getting a touch off the back wall. Back down it falls. Meek is there. Meek pushes it back on to the orange side half. Meek. Oak pushes past Meek and actually finds its way past Meech, but the demo is there. Meech will push this back into his own side corner. Down it goes. Meech pushing on past Oak. Chantazer pushing back wide. A demo to Oak this time. Chantazer now trying to possess. Meech playing back across. Oak off of his own side wall. Back out this plays. Oak now with possession, needing to find something here. Meek dives in, keeps it in the orange side half. 30 seconds remain for full boost. They do need to find it. Meech playing back. Oak now trying to get in there. Meech turns and plays back into the orange side half. Precious time being killed from the clock every time. Meech playing back out to Meek. Meek fires one into that far corner. This is going to come down to almost a full field play needed out of full boost here to end this one if they want to keep it alive. Chantazer keeping up. Is he able to get back to it? Oak pushing up. Chantazer keeping up now. Oak trying to keep up. Unable to do so. And Meek and Meech will take this series in 5 in a absolutely thrilling series. As we've seen 3 games be played all within a goal. These guys have an absolutely insane series going on, but Meek and Meech will end up finalizing it. It was definitely fun casting that one as we find ourselves going the distance in a very heated series. Started off trading blows right from the get-go and ends up in a 2-1 thriller where Meek and Meech are able to finalize. Well, thank you guys so much for having me cast. That'll do it from me tonight. Good night, good luck in the rest of your IGL seasons, and have a great rest of your week. Doses.